Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Terrence?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Let me see. Got some more people trickling in. What's up, Kris?
What's up, Toby? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. Just finished up class.
How was it?
It was pretty good, man. They're getting better with the ports and protocols. It was pretty good.
Geez, they're there already?
Yeah. Well, they're past that. They're on what do? We did VPNs today.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we just did that last week. like I'm still in class. But we
Terrence,
are.
how are you? Terrence, how are you liking the class so far? I think this is like week 3 or week 4.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of information to learn, but I'm loving it, especially the labs. It's helping out a lot.
That's good, man. That's good. We started on the 28th or the 21st.
Oh,
21st.
man, I think. Okay.
What do you say,
I know
Kris?
because I hit you right before the class started, like a week before the class started.
You said the 21st?
Yeah, that's when y'all started.
Okay. Yeah. This is
It was like 2 months though.
you're right.
Hey, Terrence, my name's Kris.
Nice to meet you.
You as well. I'm one of Toby's cyber advisors.
Okay.
So if you got
He's not one of Toby's cyber advisors. Don't make me sound like a dictator. He's part of the team. He's a cyber advisor at
Toby is Putin.
Oh, Lord.
Nice to meet you, man.
You as well, man. If you need anything, I'm Christopher Smith on Discord. Hit me up. Any questions?
All right. I got you.
You part of the team too. We got you.
Yeah, y'all. So really wanted to bring y'all today so you could try to ask some questions from somebody who just accomplished something pretty big. I'm not gonna steal the spotlight from him, but Kris did just accept an offer letter yesterday or the day before. I can't remember anymore, but he did accept an offer letter. He's coming from a position like most of you where he knew nothing, right? And actually, Kris, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing and share your story so that we all can learn from it. We can all try to pick your brain to figure out if we're doing what we need to be doing or if there's something else that we need to do. But hey, Kris, once again, man, congratulations. You worked for it. You did it. Remember, we were on that radio show, Rum TV. Y'all check it out. And we said that you will accept an offer letter. We were on IG Live. We said it again. Look at where we are now.
and
Congratulations.
so I'm gonna say this. If you guys have any questions in the middle of this story, please feel free to interrupt. This actually kind of feels surreal because I was in class, what is it? Almost 6 months ago now. And we had someone else join the class to give a testimony of their story. And now it's my turn to give a testimony for you guys. So I'm a leasing specialist right now. I work at a leasing office. I sell apartments. I had absolutely no IT experience prior to this. In fact, I'm somebody who Toby can tell you my first day of class, I told Toby, I hate computers. I think they're dangerous. But my dad had prompted me to really like sit down and try to learn this stuff. We got tipped for O-line security from one of my friends that actually lives at the community I work at. And he told me about the class and he told me it would be a really good opportunity. And so I signed up for class like you guys did. And I started learning. And I swear it was like the first day of class. I just fell in love with the way Toby teaches and everything we're learning from DNS servers and
Now, did you have a rocky time, or like were you getting frustrated during the class?
What? Toby set y'all up here, all right? I probably got the most frustrated because I felt like I was like, what? How do you explain this? I felt like I was doing really good in class. I participated every class. I knew the information. I knew what Toby was teaching. I studied my notes every night. I took really detailed notes. I would always, after Toby teaches something, I would make him say it again, and then write down almost exactly what he said. But then, like, when we started getting to the questions, I want to say what OSI model stuff and like things preparing for the exam, there was like not 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 straight weeks. Like we were preparing for the exam. We're doing Q&As and I'm getting like every question wrong. And it's not that like I couldn't eliminate the completely wrong answers. It was like these 50-50 questions, or once you eliminate 2 answers, you're like, there's 2 questions or 2 answers left, and one of these is right. And I'm always getting the wrong one. And I'm like ready to give up. Like, Toby, I had a good run, but this is the end for me. I swear to you, it was like that for like 2 weeks, right, Toby?
Yeah, it was.
And then
Definitely a good 2 weeks strong. And you know, you all are gonna beat yourselves up. That's just what you're gonna do. But it was your whys, right? The way he answered why he picked the wrong answer. That's why we had faith, right? Everything was making sense. It's all about your whys. If you get the wrong answer in class, oh well, you get the wrong answer, right? Get it wrong now so you can get it right later. But why did you pick that answer? Why didn't you pick the others? We want to understand your thought process to see if it's on the right path, or if it's not, how do we get it back on? Right. And Kris was always on the right path. He was just second guessing himself. How was the exam though, Kris? We actually got to the exam.
So I really feel like I personally psyched myself out thinking it was going to be way harder than it was. Not to say it wasn't hard, it was hard. But I think we as students make it a lot harder. Trying to speed through, making sure you can get all the questions done in the 90 minutes. Things like that. But when I tell you guys, every single thing Toby is teaching y'all is going to come up on the exam. All the questions you're studying, they're going to be on the exam. They cycle through questions, they recycle questions. So there's questions that you're answering right now that are going to be what we call layups. And when you see it on the exam, it's going to take you like 0.5 seconds to find the right answer because you've already answered the question before. Now, I help I help you guys study. And if you guys want to create a study group, I will study with you guys as well. Because I don't want you to try to memorize the answers to the questions. Like Toby told us, I want you guys to know the why. Because if you know why, then it doesn't matter how they switch up the answers or what responses they have as options. You'll know why one is the right one or why it's a better option than the others.
Right. And it doesn't matter what type of question it is, right? As long as you know the why,
yep,
you'll be able to break it down.
That may have been the greatest thing that we learned, was just knowing the why, because it just helps you in every single situation. And I also want to remind you guys that the questions that they're asking, they might not seem like real life scenarios, but like they're real life scenarios that happen in IT that you're gonna come across no matter what job you get, help desk, any incident response roles, vulnerability analyst roles, like they're gonna come up. So
and another thing, y'all, just to keep in mind, Kris was always in a study group. Always in a study group. I always tell every class, try to create a study group. That's what has been working. And for people on YouTube, if you're not a part of a study group and you're trying to get Security Plus certified, please find one. Right? You can even join us every Thursday if you need to. But get a part of a study group, right? That's going to help you not just keep yourself accountable for the exam, but you're still learning things for your interviews, and so you can get into the field like Kris did. Kris accepted. Oh, and Kris Princess said, "Congratulations, She just sent the message over on YouTube.
Thanks.
Yeah, and Princess actually got Security Plus certified too. I think that was last week or this week. I'm losing track of the days.
She did. She was in the study group that I was helping with.
Yep. So yeah, join those study groups. If you see them in one of those study rooms on Discord, just hop in there. Right? Hop in there, have fun. Who cares if you don't know what's going on? Ask questions, poke everybody's brain. Now to the grand slam. Kris accepted an offer letter, y'all. Right? Kris, tell us about that.
All right. So you guys are going to go through tons of interviews. You're going to see positions every day, and you're going to want to apply to them. Toby's going to make it fun, but he's going to make you work really hard at studying the questions, studying the job description. And then you're going to get a job, right, that you're going to love it, and it's going to seem like a good fit for you. And you're going to think you're ready for it. And you're probably ready for it, but you didn't do everything you needed to prepare. So for me, that happened, I'm going to say twice. And then this job opportunity came that I wasn't really even looking for. One of my friends told me about it. He's the lead tier 2 tech for 10X Technologies. And he asked me to apply. And to be honest with you, I didn't even have to interview. I had a conversation with him, I want to say 2 weeks ago. And I promise you guys, it was no different than having a conversation with Toby, where I don't know if Toby's doing it with you guys, but he definitely did it with us. And he's critiquing your vocabulary and making you talk like they talk in IT. Like, just some of your verbiage. And just through that conversation, just explaining, I think I literally, and Toby hears me tell this all the time, the process of the DNS server, retrieving the IP address, and then bringing a website to your home screen. When I explained that process to one of my friends, he was blown away. Like, blown away. And to the point where he wanted to refer me for a position, and I got an offer letter that I was able to negotiate the pay and get what I wanted. And I'm gonna get a security clearance. It's a pretty good job. It has really good benefits. I was blown away. So
I didn't even know you were getting a clearance. That's dope.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that, but yes, I'm getting a security clearance.
Yeah, I would have. What if you would have told me that? I would have been like, Kris, come on, Kris. Like what?
Yep, they actually they're starting my application tomorrow. For the security clearance. And I actually just got off the phone with him right before I got on with you guys. And I got, I guess, like a month before I start, because I have to have my clearance before I can come on their territory. And I think it's Aberdeen Proving Ground.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
super psyched
up,
and excited.
That is what's up, man. Hey, congratulations, Kris.
For sure, big congratulations, Kris. That's definitely dope.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congrats.
And it can happen for you guys too. Like I said, I was super surprised. I wasn't even looking for this role. I literally was just having a conversation with my friend and explaining what I knew. And he's like, "You got Security Plus certified?" And it's like, yeah, it was the most ironic thing ever, because like I said, I wasn't expecting. We were just hanging out and we were talking, and that came up, and a job blossoms from that. So you guys just study, enjoy it, have fun. Because it's I mean, for me, it's a lot of fun. It's fun doing the study groups. It's fun talking about it. I get to talk IT with Toby every now and then, and it's always, it makes me smile, it makes me excited. And if you guys aren't excited about it, then maybe it's not for you, but I would definitely keep studying, try to get excited about it, because it's a really lucrative field.
Hey, and one thing, Kris, you are gonna have a totally, like a way better understanding of it now than you did before. Now does it make sense when I say you need to keep the same energy as you did studying for the exam when you're looking for that opportunity to get into the field. You need that same exact energy, if not more.
On so many levels, I understand what you mean. Actually, we probably have to talk about this off air, but there's so many tips that Toby gives that I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't actually understand the first time he gave them. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but you kind of think you understand, but you really don't. And so as I went through interviews and didn't get certain jobs, I can tell you guys one time I went for a SOC analyst role. I won't say what company it was, but I went for a SOC analyst role. And I got through the first interview. I did good. I got through the second interview and I didn't do as good. And there was a question that was seriously a layup. Like I knew the answer, but the way the question was presented, I kind of psyched myself out and didn't think I knew the answer. And by the end of the interview, I'm talking to Toby and I'm thinking like, man, I blew it. Like, I don't understand why he asked that way. And I kept blaming the way he asked the question. But in reality, it's like you get your nerves going and you get excited, you get anxious, and you almost can't think straight. But the questions on the exam are actually asked in a very similar way. And guys, you know this stuff. You just don't know that you know it. So what I would say is Toby's going to tell you this too. Study, 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 study. I always, when I have you guys in our study groups, I try to give real life examples of things because I know it always helped me when I could see it like in person. And it'll allow you guys to be able to articulate a little bit better exactly what you're learning, exactly what we're teaching and how it works, what it does, what it uses. I guess the best example of that is like, if you guys don't know what two-factor authentication is, it's when you're signing into something and then you have to do like a second thing, like picking pictures or putting in a password or a passcode, something like that. So if you've never seen it before, but you've heard of it, that's what that is. So just giving examples of that, being able to articulate those things better, it's going to help. And understanding what the examples of it are. Online security is like the best thing that ever happened to me, yo. Like for real.
Hey, thanks a lot, Kris, and congratulations, man.
Thank you, Toby. Thank you.
You did what you said you were gonna do, and that's just not easy. Like as a human being, period, right? But you did it. You did it. You stuck to it. It was tough. Interview after interview, left hook, right hook. Now you're here. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's not over. We got more work to do.
No, it's not over. It's not over. The end goal. You said you want to be a SOC analyst, so let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Anybody got any questions for Kris?
Guys.
Oh, what was that?
Okay, go ahead. I actually got an interview for a SOC analyst role next week.
Spaghetti. Let's get it. Story points. Focus on the story points. Make sure your elevator pitch is tight. Those are. I'm always going to say those first. And then I'm going to tell you to study that job description, right? But you need to make sure your elevator pitch is right. You got your story points together. Hey, that's the pistol on the hip, right? You should always have that ready to pull it out. Boom, story point. Boom, 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 boom. But you got to study those things. You got to study those things. So you already know what's up with that, man. Anybody got any questions for Kris?
Anything you guys struggling with? Anything? You guys can be open. I can promise you. Toby loves that. He'll tell you if you got questions. He loves it. I asked a ton of questions. I probably annoyed the hell out of him.
Pretty good, man.
This is kind of like a hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. This is kind of like an interview type question. But what would you say was the hardest part of the interview?
So for me personally, especially for the SOC analyst role, it's the preparation for me, because you think you're gonna be able to anticipate the questions that they're gonna ask, and you really just can't. And so how I would answer that is study, like Toby said, get your elevator pitch together. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if you can put together a 2-minute or 2.5-minute elevator pitch and kind of just talk through everything that you know, not everything that you know, but like he said, story points, get together that elevator pitch and be able to kind of put that introduction together for the interview, you're going to be able to blow the manager away. Like, they're going to be impressed with what you know. You may even cover points of questions that they planned on asking you, where now they need to redirect how they want to conduct this interview because you've answered the questions that they want to know about you. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's the preparation of it, but it's kind of like taking the exam. If you prepared, you already know before you ever take the test or before you ever go to that interview, if you've truly prepared for it, if you're ready for it. And by that, you'll have the confidence to blow out that interview.
Okay. So pretty much hit them with the knowledge so they don't have to probe you.
Yes. That, like, just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Like, be prepared.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Man, that's the most. Go ahead. Somebody had a question.
Yeah, I have a question. So with most of your interviews, did any of them have you actually do some sort of like exam?
Yes, actually, Toby was with me for that too. I had to share one of those. So I had a oh my gosh, I can't even think of what company that was. They sent me an exam. Oh yes, I do. I had a role with T. Rowe Price. They sent me an exam, a knowledge-based exam for, like, I guess a preliminary of what we would be handling as a help desk role. And I scored like a 67 or 68%, which, and it wasn't out of 100. It was like out of probably like 85 or 90. So it was a decent score. But I was like bummed out about it. And Toby was like, no, for somebody that has, no background in this field, like, that's really good. And then, the more people I talked to about it, like, yeah, that's actually pretty good. So I didn't feel so bad, but that's actually not uncommon. They may ask you to do some type of knowledge exam. That wasn't the first. Well, that was the first one for me, but I've had 2 or 3 since then.
Okay, cool.
Those are good questions, guys.
One other thing I want to say to you guys, Toby's going to tell you this too. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, you guys know what they are. And the only person that can stop you from getting them is you. I promise you, the way O-line builds their team and builds success is by just kind of being the support system for everybody. So if you guys have a question for me, for anybody, ask. We're here to help you. I know, like, I was able to lean on a lot of people from my class. I know one day I missed one class and I was able to message one of my classmates, Deepa, prior to me missing the class and asking her if she could take notes from me. She took really detailed notes. I felt like I didn't even miss that class.
Oh, hey, and I'm gonna let you guys know something. I gotta whisper it. Deepa got an offer letter.
Did she?
Yeah, but you didn't hear that from me.
So I can't. Okay, I'll
just wait. But she did it.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Hey, but one of the most important things, y'all, and Kris has said it, you have to be ready. All right, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That, I think, is the most difficult part for everybody. It's just finding the will or the courage, whatever you want to call it, to just get ready for an interview. Do the work before it comes. Right? It's like we're preventing the opportunity from coming to us because we don't want to get ready for it. I don't know why we do that. It's the weirdest thing in the world, but we do that. We know that there's this big opportunity on the other side of the door. We know what we have to do to get it. We're just looking at the tools as time is going by. Just get your story point together. Yes, it looks complicated. Yes, it looks hard. Use what we have and just read it. Just sit down, peace and quiet, turn on some music if you need to, but just read it. And take your time when you're going through it. It's like, oh, okay, this is what it is. Oh, I did this. All right. Oh, so I just have to be able to articulate this, articulate my own skills inside of story points. And then just start creating story points. So start using the ones we have for you in there. Right. But all you have to do is sit down and go over it and study it. That's it. It's the most simple thing to do. For some reason happens to be the most difficult thing for us to just do. Right. All you got to do, I promise you, that elevator pitch, the story points, it's a game changer, but you just have to go over it. Don't go up. If you have to, but try not to start getting ready when the interview is tomorrow, right? If you got a phone call today and they said that the interview is tomorrow, it would suck to have to start getting ready right then and there. You could have already been ready and just polished up in front of a mirror, or however you want to practice. You could just polish up, like tailor it to that position. You want to get into a position where you can tailor what you've been studying to that role, to that interview. You don't have to do all the hard work of going over your story points, remembering your story points, remembering your elevator pitch. You already know it. You got this SOC analyst roll up. All right, game time. Let me grab my SOC skills and develop story and put them into my story points. I don't have to change too much. I just have to take my SOC skills and sprinkle them in my story points. Oh, it's an IT support role. Let me take my IT support skills and sprinkle them on my story point. I don't have to start from scratch. And I get better every single time I do that, right? Just that's what's going to happen. You're going to get better every single time, and it'll be quicker. And just like Kris said, you may talk so much and so well that there are no more questions to ask you. That should be the goal. Be able to articulate so well that there are no other questions.
That has happened, guys.
All right.
So,
and go ahead.
I'm sorry, Toby. Like I said, it has happened. It happened to me. And if the offer was better for the time that it happened to me, I would have taken that offer. But all I can do is second everything Toby just said. Just be ready.
And those, obviously, there's some things you can't get like 100% ready for. There's certain things that's out of our control. You can't change that. You don't know what interview questions are going to get asked. You can't change that. You don't know how they're going to ask the interview questions. You can't change that. We got to focus on what we can control. We can control our elevator pitch. We can control how we market ourselves. That's the elevator pitch. We can control how we market our skills. Those are the story points. We have absolute control over that. The exams that Terrence brought up, I think that was Terrence who brought up the exams. A lot of companies are getting into those exams, right? Because they're trying to filter out people who are just trying to, squeeze in from really good and skilled people. But the exams are things you all can do, right? You all can answer those exams, right? And sometimes those exams are trying to see how well you know how to research, how well you know how to use Google, how well you know how to find a problem, find a solution to a problem, right? It's not always about, oh, he's getting this right. It may be, it may not be, but utilize your resources when you're taking those exams. They know you have those, they know Google's at your disposal. So if they know it's at your disposal, use it, right? That's going to be taken into consideration if everything's on Google and you get everything wrong, right? That's a different story. But use your resources. They give you time, take your time, ask questions. You're not always going to know everything. That's why we want to use our resources. All right, so that's on the exam piece. But I think that's it, man. I'm happy for you, Kris. Like, go ahead, do your thing. Don't, remember what your overall goal is. And
Guys, I want to be a SOC analyst. I'm putting it out there because I'm going to do it. And I can't wait to tell everybody, No Line Security, I got it.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Word is born.
Let's get it, man. All right. And this position is going to help you get that too. It's going to give you a lot more leverage to get that.
I was talking to Courtney about that earlier today. So she explained it and I'm super psyched and ready. I wish I could start tomorrow.
Hey, Jose, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Toby? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. We just, Kris is over here sharing his offer letter testimony with us,
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt. Let the good brother do his thing.
Nah, he did it. He did his thing. We're just wrapping up. You came in on the back end. We're just wrapping up. I think, what's funny right now? I think it was Jose who was giving his testimony when Kris was in class.
It was him. What's going on, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good. It's been a while. Actually, it was since that class that I've spoke to you.
Yeah, I was I dropped a note in the Discord congratulating you, but yeah, man, I was happy to see that you negotiated a offer for yourself, because that's something I had to learn too, and Toby gave me the courage to be like, yo, try it and see, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, congratulations.
I appreciate it. He did the same for me. Toby's the GOAT.
I tell him that all the time.
Now y'all both on the boat. Welcome to the other side, Kris. Y'all both on the same side now, man.
Thank you. And you guys will too. Everybody listening in, everybody in O-Line Security and everybody listening on the YouTube live. If you guys join O-Line Security, I promise you, we give you the skills to win. It's designed for you to win. So I can't wait for you guys to take advantage of the opportunity, invest in yourself, because you're only going to be successful as long as you put the work in.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Oh, and Rashid, he had accepted an offer letter too. He was already Security Plus certified. He was just, needed to get those hands-on skills so he can be even more marketable. He got what he was looking for. He was actually interviewing back to back to back. He was just wanted something that was going to fit before he had going on, and boom, he got it. So, but all right,
congratulations, y'all. Man.
Yes, sir. Caleb, Terrence, Princess, Nana, all y'all, Larry, everybody's going to be next. Kiana, everybody. All right, one thing at a time. Let's get certified. Let's get these skills down. Let's harness them. And then let's go take whatever we want, man.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
That's what's up.
Guys, thank you guys.
What's up?
I will talk to all of you guys later. You guys can message me on Discord if you need anything. Toby, I will hit you up later.
All right, y'all.
Enjoy your evening.
Y'all be safe.
All right, y'all be safe.